everyone, Jared Couture here, and in today's lesson we're going to be doing some tips and tricks for guitar soloing, alright? So, the tip today is pretty cool. It's something that's used in gypsy jazz a lot, and jazz in general, and really in many genres of music. You can use this idea anywhere, okay? But if you really want to hear it, check out some gypsy jazz. So, the idea is we're going to be taking a B minor triad, right? Play a B minor triad. And what we're going to do is we're going to take that B minor arpeggio and we're going to play from one half step below each note in the chord. And then play them. So, like, first we start with B, D, F sharp, B, right? So we go a half step before B and lead into B. A half step before D, lead into D, half step before F sharp, the fifth, and a half step before the root. So we just go a half step before each tone in the arpeggio. And the second octave. You can keep going. As far as you want, it doesn't really matter. Just using the arpeggio and going a half step before leading into the chord tones. Now this idea you can use with any type of chord, okay? So, let's go ahead and experiment with that a little bit. I'm going to play in B minor. So what you're hearing is B minor, right? B minor 7 chord. So right here I just played the arpeggio. That's just the arpeggio, right? Basically everything you just heard there was just a B minor arpeggio. So another good example of this is the Pink Panther theme song. You guys know that, right? So there's this part where they're like... This part right here, and this I just did it in B minor right now because we're in B, but this part right here is just leading in to that minor arpeggio with half steps. But they do something that I didn't mention before. So you can play, lead into B from half step below, and then again into the third. Now the root, again the third. This time they go a half step above the note, and this is the fifth. So we're just playing 1, 3, 1 flat 3, 5, right? But this time we let in from a half step higher. Now you can do that as well, lead in from a half step above each root note. And then they go to the 3 down here, from below again. And then it ends with starting on the 5, going a half step down to the raised 4th or flat 5, however you want to call it. That's something they threw in there. But this is just a great example of something where they literally just take an arpeggio and put half steps around the notes. So that's just so you can hear it in context with something you're familiar with, okay? Check out some gypsy jazz, you can hear that playing. And take this idea and you can use it for any chords, major chords, minor chords, any chord you can think of. And you can also go from a half step above the note. So you can kind of mix those two ideas and try. Alright, so that's the tip for you. Go ahead, practice that, work that out, jam on it with any chord, and have a good time, right? Have fun. Here we go. You can also start mixing it in with just normal scale stuff. Thanks so much for watching and have an awesome time playing with this idea. See you later.